United States has removed its most advanced missile defense system and Patriot missile batteries from Saudi Arabia. This even as the kingdom faces continued air attacks from Yemen's Houthi rebels and threats from Iran. The withdrawal of the US defense system from Prince Sultan Air Base outside of Riyadh came as America's Gulf Arab allies nervously watched the chaotic withdrawal of US troops from Afghanistan, including their last-minute evacuations from Kabul's besieged international airport. A high-resolution Planet Lab satellite picture taken on Friday showed the batteries pads at the airbase empty, with no visible activity. Earlier, just southwest of the airbase's runway, in a 1 square kilometre area, American forces had stationed Patriot missile batteries, as well as one advanced terminal high-altitude air defense unit, or THAAD. A THAAD can destroy ballistic missiles at a higher altitude than Patriots. Questions arise: why has the US pulled out its weapon system from Saudi Arabia at this sensitive time? And has the US shifted its focus from the Gulf to Asia? The US move isn't unexpected. Earlier this year, the Pentagon had said that certain defense systems may be pulled out from the Middle East. Gulf Arab nations worry about America's future plans as its military perceives a growing threat in Asia that requires those missile defenses. A redeployment of the missiles had been rumored for months, in part due to a desire to face what American officials see as the looming great powers conflict with China and Russia. The US claims it hasn't abandoned its Gulf allies. Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby says, quote, "The Defense Department continues to maintain tens of thousands of forces and a robust force posture in the Middle East, representing some of our most advanced air power and maritime capabilities in support of US national interests and our regional partnerships," unquote. While tens of thousands of American forces remain across the Arabian Peninsula as a counterweight to Iran, tensions remain high in the region, as negotiations appear stalled in Vienna over Iran's collapsed nuclear deal with world powers, raising the danger of future confrontations in the region over Iran's nuclear ambitions. Moreover, the rise of the Taliban in Afghanistan may give space for terror groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda to regroup and launch future attacks. Analysts believe America's Gulf allies are bound to be worried. Christian Ulrichsen, a research fellow at Rice University, says, quote, "The perception is very clear that the US is not as committed to the Gulf as it used to be. In the views of many people in decision-making authority in the region, from the Saudi point of view, they now see Obama, Trump and Biden, 3 successive presidents, taking decisions that signify to some extent an abandonment," unquote. Recently, US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin had indefinitely postponed a visit to Saudi Arabia, citing scheduling issues. Austin had traveled to the Gulf region earlier this month. He visited Qatar, Kuwait and Bahrain to thank their leaders and the US troops stationed there for their work during the airlift from Afghanistan. The withdrawal of US defense equipment from Saudi Arabia comes just as a Houthi drone attack wounded 8 people and damaged a commercial jetliner at the kingdom's airport in Abha. The kingdom has been locked in a stalemate war with the Houthis since March 2015. The Prince Sultan Air Base, some 115 kilometers southeast of Riyadh, has hosted several thousand US troops since the 2019 missile and drone attack on the heart of the kingdom's oil production. That attack, though claimed by Yemen's Houthi rebels, appears instead to have been carried out by Iran, according to experts, and physical debris left behind. Saudi Defense Ministry continues to describe the kingdom's relationship with the US as strong, long-standing and historic. It says Saudi military is capable of defending its lands, seas and airspace and protecting its people. Saudi Arabia maintains its own Patriot missile batteries and typically fires 2 missiles at an incoming target. That's become an expensive proposition amidst the Houthi campaign, as each Patriot missile costs more than $3 million.